I'm Greg Owen, motorcyclist and lawyer. I've been riding, racing, building, and collecting motorcycles for the past 40 years. During my time as a professional motocross racer in the 70s, I decided to give up my racing career and become a lawyer. I did that to help other riders who had nowhere else to turn. Over the course of my 30-year career, I've represented hundreds of injured clients and resolved their cases for more than $900 million. My goal is to tell the history of motorcycling in America, one bike and one rider at a time.
The black one is an interesting one. It's a 1922. And it's got the buddy seat in the back.
That is really neat.
Back when it was still cool to ride your buddy on the back.
When you say buddy, you're talking about him?
Well, in that era it was. Absolutely.
Well, it's transportation.
It was.
Yeah. So I'm looking at this thing, and tell me about the lighting system on this.
This is acetylene powered. This is the tank that would power the headlight. And you'd actually have an open burning flame on the inside of that headlight.
Amazing, amazing. So during this year, what sort of cars would have been on the road?
Well, in 1922, before my time, unfortunately.
Model A's, Model T's?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
That was the period. But 1922, this would have been faster than most of the production cars at that era.
Now, and the other thing is, they had suspension, at least in the front, right?
Small spring suspension you'll see up here in the upper tubes. And the rear has actually shocks on the seat, which will give you the additional suspension. And then the shocks for the buddy system in the back, the buddy sit. This was actually a factory accessory that you could get, and quite rare to find it in that condition.
You know, there are so many things on this bike, engineering, pieces that I find fascinating. Not the least of which is really, you pointed out the suspension. That's not much different than a lot of modern forks today. You have springs inside the tubes, right?
Absolutely.
And it's got a link system. It looks wonderful. And then my question is, you've ridden this, right?
We have.
So
yes.
What's it like riding on that seat down the road? If you hit a bump, does it throw you up in there, or?
It does.
Yeah.
It's not like a Softail of modern era, but it's extremely comfortable. You can actually adjust it so that it's proportionate to your weight, your body weight. And factory Speedo, it was again an accessory at the time. Toolbox for the tank.
No, I've been told that the Speedo is a very rare item. Is that true?
It is.
And this came on the bike when you found it?
It did.
Very cool.